From the Galen Center in Los Angeles, California, K5, the home team, presents exclusive coverage of the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament. In second-round action, the USC Women of Troy hosts the third-ranked Rainbow Wahine. And hello, volleyball fans. Brooks Bear, along with my broadcast partner, Chris McLaughlin. And geez, it's deja vu all over again, Chris. These same two teams in the same building, almost a year to the day, vying for an opportunity to advance to the third round of the NCAA tournament to get up to that regional in Stanford. But will they be those same two teams? Because the cast of characters has changed just a bit.
Just slightly. Jamie Houston was here last year. She is not this year. Stephanie Farrell is in her spot and doing a terrific job. Played very well last night. Also, Tara Hiddle was here last year, and Elizabeth Kaihui is playing well in her spot.
I wonder if it will be a matter of whose big guns comes out firing tonight. Will it be Kanani Danielson for the University of Hawaii? She had those 17 big kills last night against New Mexico. Or will it be USC's Alex Jupiter, who was really rocking the place last night with 23 kills against the Sooners from Oklahoma?
Yeah, those two really lit it up, but it could be a defensive battle as well. Allie Hilgren from USC had 21 digs last night. Elizabeth Kaihui, 15 digs. It could be a battle of the defense.
Well, you know, the University of Hawaii has ended USC's season 2 out of the last 3 seasons in the NCAA tournament. Will they make it 3 out of 4, or will the women of Troy turn the tables tonight and end Hawaii's season? We're going to find out with starting lineups in the first serve coming up shortly, right here on K5, the home team. And the starting lineup for your Rainbow Wahine, coming into this contest with a record of 29 wins and just 2 losses. You're familiar with these names if you've been watching the matches all year. Stephanie Farrell, who had a great night last night. Big hitting percentage for her. Kanani Danielson with her 17 kills. Aneli Cubio-Tenero had another strong night. Amber Kaufman chipped in with 10 kills. Brittany Hewitt, Dan Mofua, the familiar setter, and Liz Ka'ai-Hui. She was rolling all over the floor with 15 digs last night against the Lobos of New Mexico. That was a sweep for Dave Shoji and his Rainbow Wahine in his 35th season as the head coach. And look at that win total, 1,013, hoping to build on that again tonight. I told you about Mick Haley's national championships. Yeah, Dave Shoji, he's got 4 of them himself. So 2 giant programs, 2 giant coaches. This is going to be fun. I mean, this is what it's all about, Chris. They play all year, and then I get to drop in here and enjoy what should be a very entertaining night between 2 big programs.
Well, let's take a look at the keys to the match tonight. They're sponsored by Kaiser Permanente. Live well, be well, thrive. Well, it's really simple keys tonight. It's going to be a size versus speed contest. The size of a USC Trojans, especially on the outside, Jupiter and Geisen on the outside, 6'3" and 6'1", and in the middle, they are 6'4" and 6'2", with Eichler and Williams. So Trojan size about as big as it gets in the country. And for Hawaii, they don't get much faster or speedier than this Hawaii team. And led by Dani Mofua. She just really sets a quick tempo ball to the outside. She's also got a quick hitter in the middle, and Amber Kaufman with a very fast arm swing. But she loves to set it quick to the outside to Kanani Danielson and Stephanie Farrell, and of course Aneli Cubio-Tenero.
Time now to check on the health of both these ball clubs as we look at the Trojans of USC. Both teams have been introduced here in the Galen Center, and this health report is sponsored by HMSA, working for a healthier Hawaii. And there's the good news. Everybody is raring to go tonight.
Well, it may say healthy on there, but I guarantee you, after all these matches this year, you know, over 30 contests, I guarantee you there's a few dinged-up bodies there that they're yearning for some rest, but neither team wants to rest for about 2 more weeks after the Tampa Final Four.
Yeah, we had been, well, here's the officials. Talk about that, then I'll talk about Amber Kaufman being dinged up just a bit.
Patsy Malta on top, she'll be the head referee, and there's Kim Pickering, he'll be down below. 2 veteran referees.
And you were talking about the health of the squads. They said Amber Kaufman had been taking some time out of practice during the week because she's nursing some things here and there.
Yeah, the abdominal strain, basically. But, you know, I watched her in warm-up tonight. She looked terrific in warm-up. So I think the rest that Dave Shoji's given her over the last week or so, where she just practices part of the practice and rests the rest, that has paid off because she looked really sharp in warm-ups tonight.
Well, and Hawaii needs her. I mean, if she hits like 45%, you know, 45% of her swings are converted into kills. That's 3rd in the nation. So when you've got that kind of weapon, you certainly need it out there against a quality opponent like USC. The Trojans 22-9, Hawaii 29-2. It's time to rock and roll.
And SC #1 kill percentage in the country. They average about 15 kills per set. And they also are #1 in assist per set, led by Kendall Bateman, their setter, #1 in the country. But I'll tell you, I'd put Danny Mafua up against anybody. These are two very, very good setters.
#3 Hawaii against #14 or 15 USC, depending on what poll you're looking at. Two of the finest programs in the country looking to advance to the regional at Stanford. And we're underway here in set #1. Hawaii right away goes to Danielson on the left side. USC has no problem with that. They go to their big gun, Jupiter, and she is roofed by the Rainbow Wahine.
What a way to start. The two big guns getting first shots in this battle. The battle at OK Corral, the battle at high noon.
That's what we talked about. The first thing we talked about in the open. Kanani Danielson, Alex Jupiter, they each got an arm. Hawaii coming out 1-0 after one serve, and now we're tied at 1 apiece as Audrey Eichler notches the first point for the women of Troy.
Eichler hitting about 300 this year. Struggled last year, but has been much better in the middle and has been a real force, in fact, especially in their last 7 matches that they've won.
Gina Urengo with the jump serve quickly off the bench for the Trojans. Hawaii sets it right side. Kaufman with a cross-court kill.
Kaufman looks sharp there, and no sign of abdominal strain there.
She's raring to go. Hawaii will send Danny Mafua, its 5'11 junior setter from Kapolei, back to the service line. We'll go with a little jump serve. USC picking up a point as they send it to Lauren Williams. And Williams last night had a tremendous night, hitting .714.
Yeah, she had a big night. 10 kills, no errors. An errorless night for the 6'4 middle from Houston, Texas.
We are tied at 2. Mafua sets it to Kaufman with another kill.
I'll tell you, Mafua and Kaufman really know each other so well that Mafua can be blind and have Kaufman come up running up behind her. She can give her a one-handed back set like that, and Kaufman will find a way to put it down.
Kaufman 38 aces on the season. Fires one. It's a bit of an overpass, and now we have USC perhaps on the, not on the net, but a joust at the net and reaching over the top.
And Kendall Bateman actually was the violator. She's a back row setter, and back row players cannot attack the ball above the net, as she just did.
4-2 Hawaii on top. Kaufman with the serve. Here comes USC. That was Rolliter with the swing. Cubio Tenero shoots blocked.
A solid block there by USC. They had plenty of time to get there. It was obviously a broken play, and Williams at 6'4" had plenty of time to get to the outside.
Now we got our first look at the big jump serve of Alex Jupiter. Look at the bottom drop out of that thing. Great top spin on that ball. Hawaii goes to Farrell on the left side. That ball is dug. And a big arm swing from one of the big weapons for USC. Jessica Geisen, 10 kills last night. Second on this team in offense.
She's their emotional leader. She's the 6th-year player. Remember, she had injuries her first 2 years.
A wrist and a knee. She's healthy this year. Tied at 4. Danielson is blocked. We've got someone on the net, and it's Hawaii on the net, so a point for the Trojans, and they move out in front 5-4. A 3-point mini run for USC. Farrell firing from the left side. Ball comes over to the Hawaii side. Rainbow Wahine with an opportunity. Back set, and Farrell miscommunication, and that ball falls to the floor. Nothing will get a coach a little angrier than that, than seeing a ball just fall to the floor. Wasted opportunity.
And Mafua had to take the last 2 digs, and the alternate setter is Liz Kaihui, who set in high school at Punahou. That time, her first set was perfect. The second time, she and Daniels miscommunicated.
Kai, who is doing a good job of handling that jump serve as she did that time by Jupiter. Now ball on the Hawaii side. Here comes Mafua. What's she going to do? She's going to go to Farrell left side. That's a kill for the Rainbow Wahine.
Farrell, hometown girl from Los Angeles, coming off a broken ankle last spring. Maybe the hardest working outside hitter on the team. Had a terrific night last night and is trying to fill in the large shoes of Jamie Houston.
Anelli Cubio Teneru, whose parents are here. Point for the Rainbow Wahine is a little miscommunication, timing issue there for USC. We're tied 6-6, and you introduced me to Joe, Anelli's father, before the ball game. Drove down from Twin Falls, Idaho. Said he drove 20 miles shy of 1,000 miles to get here for this match.
Lives out in Haleiwa.
Also,
he's a fireman. He spent the last 3 weeks on the mainland following Anelli around to the WAC championships and spending time with family up in Idaho.
And of course said he doesn't mind spending a little more time driving around, following her all the way to the national championship.
Well, I think he'd drive to Florida for that.
Trojans up by 1, 7-6. Back set. Swinging for the first time tonight is Brittany Hewitt. And Hewitt records a kill. Hawaii gets the side out. Farrell will leave the ball game, and into the contest for the first time tonight for the Rainbow Wahine comes Stephanie Brandt, a 5'9" senior setter out of Irvine, California. A few local guys, a few California guys, I should say, on this Hawaii squad, and they've got friends and family here. USC sets it right side. That's Rolliter, the 6'2" junior from Pasadena, California, putting USC back out in front.
And that's one more kill than she had in last year's contest. She was hit negative in last year's contest.